My dear friend, I'm very happy to be on stage with her tonight. She's very funny. Things are going great for her. Recently just came back from the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. I know you're going to love her. Put your hands together for Jenn Palumbo. Nice to meet you.
Hello, how are you? How are y'all doing? Jenn Palumbo. Jennifer, very uncommon name. Rare, exotic. Palumbo is Italian, which is what I am. A lot of people think I'm Spanish. A guy in the subway asked me, or told me I look like Selena. I asked him before or after she was shot. It's a fair question. I'm Catholic, but I'm not a strict Catholic. I believe Jesus walked on water. I'm just convinced it was winter at the time. You with me? Okay. The first time I ever went to confession, I was 7, and I had no idea what to confess, so I just randomly picked one of the 10 Commandments and confessed to committing adultery. Clearly I misunderstood. So I thought like committing adultery was like you pretend to be an adult, and I figured, you know, well, I've played house. I've committed adultery. For my penance, I had to say 3 Hail Marys, 2 Our Fathers, and wear a red letter A on my uniform for the next several years. And this warped me worse than you can possibly imagine. For years, I would watch Laverne and Shirley, just trying to figure out which sin Laverne committed. Thank you for getting that joke. Some audiences are like, I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. You read and you watch crap television. Yes. You are my audience. I grew up on Long Island, so even though I was born Catholic, I'm really a Jew by proximity. Long Islanders? Here? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. All my friends and neighbors were Jewish. My Italian grandmother would always ask me if I had any Jewish friends that were Orthodox. Not Orthodox. Orthodox, D-O-T-S. Does that sound like a board game? Orthodox by Parker Brothers. The playing pieces could be different colored yarmulkes. The spaces would say, have bris, move ahead 3. Eat pork, go back 2. Everyone would be the banker. And if you married a doctor, you won. I married a doctor. I'm single, which I think is best for everyone involved, really. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the one measly applause. I'm okay with being single. You know, I talk to all my married friends and they talk about, you know, compromise and training and, you know, talking and communication and all that stuff that you have to do in relationships. I just want to meet a man, add water, and stir. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to go through all that crap hole again for one applause. See me after the show. Apparently we need to talk. And I don't want to be one of these female comedians that, you know, complain that there are no good men out there. There are good men out there if you lower your standards significantly. Bring him down. I went on a date in November, and I was telling him that for Thanksgiving, I was going to my friend John's and his boyfriend's for the holiday. And he's like, oh, a gay couple. What did they make for Thanksgiving dinner? Like what they'd be making so vastly different from the rest of the country. I'm like, well, they're going to dress the turkey like Judy Garland. Although if it's Judy Garland, really should be more of a ham. Stop it! Then as we carve it, we're going to sing YMCA. Wipe our mouths with rainbow-colored napkins, and then hit a local steam bath. Oh, those wacky gays and their crazy holiday traditions. Do you ever date like that and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to call time a death. 9 o'clock, date's over. I think dating in your early 30s is like being at the clearance rack at Marshall's, you know? Everything's like marked down and irregular. And... This woman is so relating to my life. It's kind of creeping me out. And I love that married, I don't know if single people feel this way, but married people are always trying to get you to get married and settle down, but then they never will say that they're happy. You know? Like, you'll be like, well, are you happy? And they're doing like the phrases from AA. They're like, well, you just take it one day at a time. Take each day as it comes. What is that about? My parents have been married for almost 40 years. Unbelievably. Yeah, and I asked my mom, I'm like, what do you think made it last so long? And she's like, well, your father doesn't try to run my life, and he doesn't try to run his own life. I asked my father what he thought made a successful marriage. He's like, ask your mother, leave me out of it. I don't know. My life is over. I love calling him now because every time I call my dad, sounds like he's being held captive. You know, like, because I'll call them and they'll be on different extensions. You know, my mom will be upstairs, my dad will be downstairs. And they'll be like, oh, you know, shit, blah, blah, blah. As soon as she gets off the phone, he's like, she's making me redo the bathroom. Send help, and then the line will go dead. They invited me to join them for Valentine's Day. Thank you. Because I'm a little, you know, ew. I mean, am I being negative? What could be worse than having a romantic dinner with your parents, watching porn with your parents? No, Mom, I haven't tried that position. Ah, I'm grossing myself out, okay. But I digress. I do want to get in a relationship. Let me know any offers after the show. But do you ever hear horrible, messy breakup stories that kind of freak you out? Your friends go through breakup stories. I read a story in Cosmopolitan that has forever haunted me. This woman wrote in that her soon-to-be ex-husband one day appeared on her front porch and in front of the entire neighborhood accused her of sleeping around and being pregnant with another man's baby. Okay? She became so enraged at this accusation that again, in front of the entire neighborhood, she pulled down her pants, ripped out her tampon, and threw it at him. I was mortified. I could never get my tampon out that quickly. Good night.